welcome back. The National Commission on Research, Science and Technology conducted an inception workshop for strengthening the implementation of the National Biosafety Framework in Southern Africa project. The workshop commenced today and is expected to conclude tomorrow at Arebbusch Lodge. To give us more on this, I'm joined now by the Manager of Biotechnology at National Commission on Research, Science and Technology, Mr. Paulus Mnuype. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, viewers, and thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. To get right into it, let's talk about the purpose of implementing, a biosafety framework in Namibia.
Right, okay. The National Commission on Research, Science and Technology, in short, which is NCRST, is mandated to coordinate, promote research, science and technology in the country. However, other mandates, it's also a competent national authority for the implementing the National Biosafety Act of 2006, which is really have to coordinate, which have to promote and manage biosafety activities in the country, in a nutshell.
What are the key elements of the Namibian Biosafety Framework?
Well, maybe to start off again, we are coming from a workshop now, which is really was intended apart from our strategic partnership. We partner with RIN Africa, which is a regional network based in South Africa, and also with a global environmental facility and UNEP, which is really to provide resources in terms of strengthening the implementation of biosafety in the country. But this project really is for various 3 countries, which is also including Madagascar and GRC. So the aim is really to look at different activities in promoting, strengthening the Biosafety Act, so that we have to have a smooth implementation of the Act. Now, coming to the question in terms of the key aspect of the Biosafety Act, let me maybe start off with the objective of the Act, which is the Biosafety Act. It's really gazetted in 2006. And it was with the objective of really looking at the safe handling and transfer of genetically living modified organisms. I know we have been talking a lot of GMOs to a certain extent, but the Act exists in a country where it really allows for the safe transfer and handling, considering all aspects in terms of the safety and risk assessments.
Mr. Mnuype, how does the NCRST ensure compliance and safety regulations and standards?
Well, that is a very valuable question. We, as the NCRST, we have an inspectorate division, really, that is having some inspectors that normally go to the field. But let me maybe also just highlight that the Act is really having 3 components that are mostly key. One component being research in terms of contained use, meaning that, we don't know really the most impact if we are doing research and with related to living modified organisms or GMOs. You are really handling some possible bacteria, but then to prevent it from getting to the environment, there should be some measures of how to protect what the facility, for example, a lab must be contained. And also in the second one, it also includes the confined filters in terms of agricultural products. If you want to look at products that must maybe get into, if you want to grow GMO in a country, there should be some measures that must be taken place. We have a Biosafety Council that looking at all those aspects. So those 3 aspects, and we also have the aspect of placing on market, but it really importing or producing genetically modified products and such. Those are 3 components of the Act, and our inspectorate as a division is really going or monitoring those activities in terms of the importation, and the second one also in terms of the dealing. Those one that if there's someone that have been issued with permit, then they also be adhering to certain permit conditions. And those are monitoring some of the most monitoring aspect of the NCRST.
The workshop on the framework took place today, as you alluded to earlier. Talk to us about a bit of what transpired.
Well, Nina, we really found out that in terms of GMO discussions in a country is really limited. but we are looking at the component of, through this project, I mean, we mobilize these resources. So we strengthen, when we are saying we want to strengthen this, the Biosafety Act, it means that we want to put everyone at par, so that if a decision is made national in terms of approval of rejecting the GMOs, for example, of the country, is done considering almost everyone in a country. And those to do that, we have to capacitate all individual, meaning key stakeholders and general public. So the objective of the workshop today was really to come up with an implementation plan of the project, which will be running for the next 4 years, so that we train, capacitate individuals, and also put in place the key stakeholders that will be involved in the implementation. And this act, we came up with it in 2006, and the regulation came in between 2016. You can see the gap that is there. So we need to revise the act, which is also key component of the project. So the main purpose, objective of the workshop today was really to look at the implementation plans, so that each and every one during the implementation process are really involved in these activities.
How do you monitor and or evaluate the effectiveness of your, biosafety framework?
Great question. We really had a long limited discussion in a country in terms of GMOs, some good, some bad, but when someone is talking of the bad or the good, it's based on their level of understanding. But what we have found out is also that we have really very low understanding of genetically modified organisms in general, and even the national frameworks in general. So what we do, which is also part of the project, intended project number 1, is to conduct awareness, raise awareness, and same time we also want to ensure that we conduct surveys, and these surveys made us understand to what level do public and key stakeholders understand the Biosafety Act, so that we can make informative decisions to assist really in improving understanding. When you understand, you'll be able to make informative decisions. Yeah.
And these surveys have been undertaken already?
We have done in the past, and we had found out there is almost low, less than 40%, and that was done in 2014. And through our engagements, we have been also be doing some awareness by submitting questionnaires. We haven't done online surveys yet, but we are going to go to those routes, so that we, through this project again, and through our activities, so that we really understand. But our action now through the project, awareness, general key awareness, it's a very key that will also be informing we are going to be informed through the surveys.
Just for interest's sake, what are people's general understanding of GMOs?
Well,
cloning?
That's the first one.
Yeah.
But looking at it, it's really as beasts, things that are not good for people. But you understand it, because in the past, people even ask, there are children that are now growing up so fast, and we have, for example, eating big chickens and all this. But this awareness will inform public or what are the GMOs. Maybe just even to say that at the moment we don't even have GMO chicken, being done, but there are other biotechnology techniques that are taking place. So there are really limited low level of understanding. The country Namibia, we have to do a lot and inform the people, so that when we are talking something, when you are picking something from the shop, then this is a GMO. And just for consumer awareness, that some people want to do organic, and if you want to take that choice, if you have a choice, you can do that through understanding, general understanding. Yeah.
Mr. Mnuype, just very briefly, your last remarks. My
last remark is this, that NCRST will be conducting awareness in different regions. We are also be doing inspection. First awareness, we came from Oshkoto region, that was a fortnight back. So we really want to inform public in terms, number one, of the law. The second one is just a general understandings. We'll be going to the regions undertaking these activities in the next coming months. We want to finish all the regions so that really when we are coming also, to revising the law, or if a decision is made, everyone is on the same table, talking the same language at one level. The second one maybe that I was to say, our inspectors are at most in the field, conducting inspections to different establishments like the farms. We are doing inspection in shops and retailers so that we see and pick up samples and test them, so that we see that if someone is dealing, for example, with these activities, they really know. So we are informing the public, anyone who want to have information with regarding to Biosafety Act, they can approach our office. We are online and we're also in Olympia, so we can really be in touch with and let the public understand and involve thereof. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
That was Mr. Paulus Mnuype speaking to us there. When we come back, we take a look at a bit of health and we zoom into World Breastfeeding Week. We'll be right back.